morning, I'm Neil Lachlan MacDonald, Minister of Lochbroom and Coigach, and I'd like to ask you this morning, in what do you find your worth? Where is your identity? Is it in how you look? Is it in what you own? Is it found in the successes that you have achieved? In the respect that you're offered? In the status that you have? Is it in your family or in your belongings? What is true worth? What are true riches? If it's money, then how much is enough? If it's success, what happens when we reach the top? Is enough ever really enough? The human drive for more is perpetual. A little more money, a bit more time, another purchase, a better house, another holiday, etc. The list goes on. In a world that's centered on the pursuit of wealth, status, and material possession, it's easy to lose sight of what truly constitutes richness in life. Whilst many chase fleeting comforts and accumulate temporary gains, the quest for true satisfaction and fulfillment often remains elusive and unfulfilled. There are a great many counterfeit gods: money, sex, power, success, status, even religion. However, they are but a poor imitation of what only God can offer, what only He can give. Everything our world has to offer is momentary. It's temporary. It will pass, and ultimately these things are unsatisfactory. They will not satisfy the deepest yearnings of our hearts. Whilst true, they may satisfy us for a time, for a moment, for a season. The yearning always returns. What's next? And what about after that? And what follows that? I remember as a young man thinking how much I would love to own a Vauxhall Cavalier GSI 2000 2-litre 16 valve. And I thought about that, and I dreamt about that, and I saved for that. And eventually I got that. I reached the pinnacle. At the age of 19, I bought my dream car. And it was a dream for a short time, until my eye was drawn to something else, and I began to look for that next thing. I'm sure we can all add our own experience of similar stories. What I'd like to say to you today is that Jesus Christ alone offers a wealth that surpasses all things, providing deep-rooted peace and accompanying lasting contentment which transcends every circumstance. Jesus offers to save us, to rescue us, and to redeem us from the brokenness that pervades the world that we live in, and indeed the lives that we live, and to comprehensively and eternally satisfy our souls, to quench our thirst, to satisfy our hunger, to satiate the longing of our hearts, because only He can. Jesus promises a new heart and a new hope and an eternal inheritance to all who will put their trust in Him. The profound truth of the gospel is that true riches, that real worth, is found only in and through Jesus Christ. Because He offers a wealth which cannot be earned, a status which is not merited, lavish goodness that cannot be rivaled, and an abundant life which will never end. You see, Jesus does what no counterfeit God can do. He offers a foundation which not only withstands the storms of life, but also provides solace and stability when everything else in life may be crumbling or are stolen away in a moment. Ultimately, nothing we achieve or amass in this life can save us, nor will it make any difference when our lives come to an end, because, well, we can't take it with us. When Rockefeller, the richest man in the world, died, his accountant was asked, well, what did he leave? And of course the answer, everything. He left everything. Ultimately, he may have amassed the greatest wealth that the world had ever known at that point, but he left it all behind. Regardless of how much we have, or indeed have not, we will leave it all behind. However, the Christian is promised an inheritance that can never perish, never spoil, never fade. Additionally, in a culture where identity is often moulded by external achievements and perceptions, knowing our worth in Christ liberates us from the pressure of conformity, conforming to a certain set of cultural ideals. When we understand that we are treasured creations of God, inherently rich in value, we no longer need to rely on material wealth or personal success for personal validation. We find that in Christ. Jesus himself exhorted his people, do not store up for yourselves treasure on earth, but store up for yourselves treasure in heaven, inviting us to shift our focus from earthly pursuits to spiritual riches, to know that godliness with contentment is great gain, to know the peace of God which passes all understanding and is found in and through our relationship with Jesus. In a fast-paced world filled with anxiety and uncertainty, Jesus, his gospel, and the hope that we are offered serves as a refuge for the weary soul. True riches are not found in the temporary accolades of this world, but in a relationship with Jesus Christ. I wonder, do you know him? As we navigate the complexities of life, may we remember that our true treasure lies not in what we possess, but in who we are in Christ. Are you in Christ this morning? I pray that you will know him and that you will know true value, true riches, and true worth in Jesus.